Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Get ready, because we are exploring a truly fascinating shift that is happening right now in the service industry. For the longest time, artificial intelligence has kind of felt like it belongs strictly inside this digital tech bubble, right? Writing code, drafting emails, or generating images. Well, today, we're looking at some source material that literally pulls AI right out of Silicon Valley and drops it squarely into the gritty, highly demanding, real world of blue-collar trades. We are diving into a platform called Constant Employee, which is an AI receptionist built specifically for trade businesses.
Okay, let's dive right into this. $400. Actually, $400 plus. If you are a plumber, an HVAC technician, or a roofer, I want you to imagine a very specific, high-stress scenario for a second. It's 3 a.m. on a Sunday. A potential customer has a burst pipe, and water is just pooling in their hallway. They frantically search online and call the number on your truck. But because you're understandably fast asleep, the phone just rings out. Well, according to the data provided by Constant Employee, in the trade industry, that single missed call is worth an average of $400 or more. And the customer? They don't wait around. They just call the next business on the list until someone finally answers.
And this brings us to a stark contrast in how businesses operate. The traditional voicemail route is one we're all familiar with. A customer in an emergency hears the beep, they hang up without leaving a message, and they move on. Revenue lost. But the alternative here is Constant Employee. Instead of voicemail, an AI actually answers the phone, triages the situation, captures the job, and alerts the business owner with the details before the customer even hangs up the phone. It is a massive, fundamental shift from losing a lead to capturing guaranteed revenue. Now consider this simple greeting. Thanks for calling Acme Plumbing. How can I help? Seems incredibly basic, doesn't it? But the source material highlights that this is absolutely not a pre-recorded robotic prompt. It's dynamically generated and powered by 11 Labs voice technology, which is widely considered the gold standard in AI voice synthesis right now. The AI speaks with a warm, professional tone, it knows the business's specific prices, and it actually understands the trade. According to the platform, most callers never even realize they're speaking to artificial intelligence. They just feel relieved that a friendly, human-sounding receptionist answered their call right away. So let's impartially define what this technology actually is. Constant Employee is an AI receptionist built exclusively for trade businesses that answers calls, triages emergencies, and books jobs directly into a calendar 24/7, 365 days a year. What makes this so absolutely crucial for business owners is that it's designed to be an always-on employee that requires zero setup headaches, zero training, and literally zero babysitting. It doesn't take sick days, it doesn't need lunch breaks, and it treats a 3 a.m. Sunday call with the exact same professionalism as a 2 p.m. Tuesday call.
All right, let's move into Section 1, the mechanics, from ring to book job.
Let's slow down the pace for a minute and really look under the hood at the exact four-step sequence of an incoming call, just to see precisely how this software replaces a human workflow. Step 1. The phone rings and is answered immediately, 24/7. Step 2, and this is where the magic happens, is emergency triage, and this brilliantly illustrates the real power of the system. The AI is actively listening for keywords defined by the business owner. If a customer says burst pipe, the AI instantly recognizes the emergency, captures the address and callback number, and shoots a 30-word summary text directly to the owner. First to respond wins the job, right? But if it's just a routine job, like maybe a slow drain, we seamlessly move to Step 3. The AI simply finds an open slot and books the calendar. Finally, Step 4. The customer gets confirmed.
Now, for software like this to actually be useful, it can't just create more administrative work. Nobody wants that. Looking at the integration ecosystem, Constant Employee connects directly with the tools tradespeople are already using, like Cal.com, Google Calendar, and heavy-duty CRM platforms like ServiceTitan, HouseCall Pro, and Jobber. The AI takes the customer's name, their specific issue, and their address, and drops it right into these calendars. There's absolutely zero manual data entry required from the business owner.
And all of this seamlessly builds into the final step of the workflow. The goal, according to the platform, is for the owner-operator to basically wake up to a completely full schedule. They don't have to start the morning from zero, painfully checking missed calls. Instead, the customer has already received an email confirmation, the owner receives the full audio recording of the call, a complete text transcript, and a concise AI summary. Every single call is fully documented and tracked. You basically show up to the job site knowing everything before you even knock on the door.
Moving right along to Section 2, the economics of AI receptionists.
While the mechanics of the technology are super cool, the financial math is really what's driving its rapid adoption across the service industry. It is all about the return on investment. The crucial metric here is 8 to 12. Constant Employee states that their customers average 8 to 12 new recovered jobs per month. And remember, these aren't necessarily new marketing leads. These are jobs generated purely from calls that used to miss and send straight to voicemail. When you multiply 8 to 12 jobs by that $400 average value we discussed earlier, well, you begin to see exactly why tradespeople are integrating this tech so quickly.
Let's break down the pricing tiers to logically understand the product's market fit. They offer a light plan at $297 a month for 200 calls, and a pro plan at $497 a month for 500 calls, which also includes multi-line support. If we contrast this monthly software cost against the high price of a single missed job, the economics become crystal clear. At $297 a month, the business only needs to capture one single $400 job that they would have otherwise lost to completely pay for the service. It effectively makes the software pay for itself right out of the gate.
And it goes beyond just a basic answering service. The Pro tier and optional add-ons offer advanced capabilities that turn the AI into a real heavy hitter. The AI can actually be tuned to your price list to offer AI-powered upselling and price quoting. If a caller is ready to commit, the AI can text them a Stripe payment link to secure a deposit right while they're still on the call. They also offer voice cloning, so the AI sounds exactly like you, deep CRM integrations, and full Spanish language support, basically giving you a completely bilingual receptionist. And that brings us to Section 3, the future of trades. Zooming out to summarize the macro impact of this technology on the service industry as a whole, the source material explicitly notes that this tech is built specifically for the one-person shop. We're talking about the owner-operators out there, the solo plumbers, HVAC techs, and roofers who simply cannot pick up the phone because they are physically elbow-deep in a job. By utilizing an AI receptionist, these small business owners are empowered to focus entirely on their physical, hands-on trade, providing great service, while the artificial intelligence seamlessly handles the complex logistics of scheduling, triaging, and customer intake in the background. Which leaves us with this provocative question to wrap up today's explainer. Will your next plumber be booked by an AI? As artificial intelligence continues to seamlessly integrate into our local service businesses, it is very likely that the next time you call for a late-night repair, the warm, helpful voice on the other end of the line might just be software. Think about that the next time you need a fix. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.